Hi, this is example of my work in Google Sheet. It was work for some care assistant, and he needed a sheet that he can control his hours of his job. The data here are examples, so I provided this data. That's not real data, of course. And this is example of, for example, nearly 1 month of work of some care assistant. And this is example in Google Sheets. You can do this, of course, on Open Office or LibreOffice. And many people are using Microsoft Office, but the most important things to know is you can do everything on free sheets. And if you are like me, a Unix or a Linux person, you will for sure not use Microsoft products because of privacy, because of many other things. And in Google, of course, it's also public cloud, so it's not private, but it's free. And the politics of Google is to really help open source products a lot. So I'm using Google because you can forward this as a strictly ready www site, and you can do everything on your site, and it will change automatically on www. So, for example, if someone has a hotel.com site, we can forward our sheet straight to that domain, and someone will see the result of our work there. So if we apply some restrictions, some permission, it will, for example, work like a schedule system for a hotel. Even if they have thousands of clients, you can do everything on Google. It's really so powerful tool. Okay, so let's explain some just formulas and how it works. So I have 3 sheets here. Print shows the work for whole month. Of course, everything is it goes automatically to that site. So we see the formula unique, and it will provide every date what is unique from the first sheet. Okay, so for example, if I have many Mondays, Fridays and other days, we will see only unique one here. Second, this is some if formula here and there to provide our times. Total original time is how a carer will be paid for their work, and total real time is how long they really work. Maybe not really, because for example, that company doesn't pay for traveling from one customer to another one, and they don't pay you for breaks. So for example, we can see that the person start working at 7:35 in the morning, and he or she ended the work on the bedtime on 9 o'clock. So it's like more than 12 hours, and he or she will be paid it's here, 21. Yeah, so it's also more than 12 hours, and he or she will be paid only for 8 hours of work. But it shows also that he or she works only 8 hours during that time because of the breaks. So we see the break time 30 minutes here, but I don't think so that someone can go to home during that time. So it's still that hours what he really worked, but let's say that we count only what they agree with the managers another time. So for example, this is huge break between 1 and 6 o'clock, so they have time to go to home if it's not too far from the clients, and another break between it's even another, sorry, it's another day. Okay, so this is end time. So after whole month, the client, the carer can talk with, for example, managers and say them that, for example, if they have only 30 minutes for a client, it's not enough to serve them well, and they need to change the hours, because after whole month they will knew that, for example, they need more or less hours for some clients. And they will of course know how they will be paid, because this column shows what they really will be paid, and that shows what they was working. So for example, if I would be that person, I would be writing here, for example, let's say that today is 0806, sorry, 0806, so because I need to provide just the date. Okay, here I need to add a person when where I will going, so I can double click and see every person from my list. The list is list is here. Or if I remember the names of the person that I provide there, I can just put one letter, for example R, and enter, and I see the person name. Here I need to provide same from this sheet what I provide before, the time of the day where I am serving that client. For example, let it be morning. If I don't remember, I can see all possible parts of the day. And it's using conditional formatting to change the color, so we can check here what I have here. So for example, this formula is when it's something is when the text contains specific word, it chooses the formatting style or colors. Okay, so I provided 4 colors for that site. And for here, let's add some more people. For example, if I was working with someone on A, okay, if ensemble on A, E, sorry, okay, and let's say that after that I had a break, and let's continue that I was working also during the lunch that person, and then I went to home. So for example, let's say that that person was at, let's say, 6 o'clock, and I went to home, for example, at 1 p.m. And now I can see that my real time was 7 hours, but they provide they will pay me only for 3 hours, because of that client, that that client should have only 45 minutes, that one same, and this is what I will what I can expect after my whole day or week or month, and it depends how they are paying. Okay, and how it works. So when I provide this data, this formula will check the column, as you see, for name for word home. So if it see the word home here, it will count column 277. In that case is E and T. So it will subtract from 13.6, and we see 7 here. Same in that place. It checks this column for names home or break, because in case of break also we can provide, for example, here that our breaks will be always, for example, 30 minutes, for example. And it will give us the subtraction also here. But it's maybe not subtraction, it will be addition, because it will add the these columns, what we have from that time sheet. Okay, and now we have some more, because it's counting our total real time, so it's from that column. Total original time, it comes from that column, and everything goes on the top, so it's provides sum in the format hours and minutes, because if we don't provide the format, it will be really house. Same here, and we can even, for example, see the specific time of the month. So for example, if I want count only days from 20th of May to, for example, 24th of May, it will show me how this time works for me. So for example, I will be paying for 37 hours and I was working 38 hours. We can change it back. We can use even word today, and it will always show the last day of this column, but no more than today. So if, for example, I will delete, let's say, this. Okay. Then you see that I have a red sign on that field. It shows that 07 that was here disappear, and when I start again formula today, okay, it will not allow me, because today date is not valid because it's not here. So if you want troubleshoot, you will have some work also to do with sheets. Okay. If we provide the same person double, it will be again problem. So for example, if I have Ian here and Junia here, and if I will change this name, I will see problems with filters, because it will filter more than one row, and it will try to paste this result on both sides, both fields. So it's, if you see something like this and you see then no matches are found, or in that case no matches are found, so I can see that I have a red sign here, so input must be valid. So when I look for Jane, I don't see any Jane in that field, so I need to change the name. Or if I know where is the mistake, I can again change the name here and it will work fine. But if you are writing formula for yourself, you will know how to troubleshoot the problems with sheets. Okay, let's say what's more complicated here. So more complicated things are here. For example, filtering data that we can only see the times what we need for some clients. So in that case, you see that it checks the names. So it's that sheet, and the most important for us part is here. So for example, on here, so it checks number B3 because we are using that line. So it checks B3 with column A, so it checks the names. Then it checks column B comparing to C3. So C3 is the part of the day, and B is also part of the day on that side. And it will provide us results from column C. Okay, and column C is the time. So after comparing names and part of the days, we see as a result the times for that person. Another things what is most annoying is, for example, here to provide the results. It's unique from this column. So if we see many Mondays, I will see only one Monday here. It checks and takes the times, real time and original time. Okay, and here this is another conditional formatting. If we check here, just changing the color if the cells greater than or equal 0. So for example, I see that if it's something less, like here, so for example June 5, it means that my real time was more than I will be paid. So when I see white color, it means that I'm losing my money, and when I see, for example, green color, it means that I'm it's adding my money because I was working less than I was being paid, and it counts everything here. So another formula. So first one was unique. Another one was taking the data from the 2023 sheet. Same here. And this is just subtraction from those columns. And another one, what was a bit more work, is showing us the whole month. So if we not have any data here, it will show the entire date. But of course, we don't need to do anything on that sheet. It is everything automatically taken from this sheet what we are providing data and names, of course. So it counts how many days have a week, and when it starts and when it ends. So Monday to Sunday. So this is formula, how it counts the weeks of the day. Then it checks how many hours we had in that time, that we will be paid for it. So 41 is what we will be paid for it. So you don't see the minutes like 33, 34 minutes because they are paying for whole. I think 15 minutes is the less. Yeah, 15 minutes is the less time what they will be around. Okay, and another formula that splits the whole month for maximum 5 weeks. So this was a bit more work with these formulas. So you can really do this is a very easy sheet. It takes me to prepare it 1 day, a few hours. But if you want to create much more complicated, you can do also. I will show later because I need to subtract the client data because it's a lot of clients, like 1,000, for whole working booking system for the hotel, and it's really complicated. I created that. It took me, I think, 1 or 2 months, so it's quite complicated. It has hundreds of files because it's like a huge system for booking in the hotel or in the yoga classes. Okay, so that's all about what and with easy way you can do on Google Sheets, and I'm really enjoying Google products, and I'm really far from love to Microsoft. Okay, thank you very much and have a nice day.